It's your girl K Rod the Oracle, and welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, what's the deal? And if you guys are old, what that shit do? Alright? Keep in mind that these messages are general, so if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Catch me on the next one, and hopefully it sticks. Okay? So, forgive me, because I know my nose is all stopped up, y'all. I had a bit of an emotional day. Okay, today was it's just one of them days when you wanna be all alone. Just one of them days. It was definitely one of those days, collective. Okay. For those of y'all that don't know, my old heads know and was with me throughout the time where I was still dropping videos in the midst of my grief being fresh. When it came to me losing my best friend Z. Um, you know, grieving is it's to make some light of the situation. Y'all remember that one movie? I forgot what it was. I think it was like Waiting to Excel or something. When he went and was trying to plead to get old girl back, and hey, Tainted, and he had the orange. He was like, "You raggedy bitch!" Like, sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying. You know what I'm saying? And that's how grief be showing up. It's that grief be also like that one nigga at school where they be like, "Where my hug at?" Like, nigga, you don't get no hug. Shit. Okay, maybe some of y'all just need a hug. I know I do. I need one of them long, extended hugs where like the hug feels so genuine as far as knowing I'm here for you and nothing but tears come out. Like I just need one of them type of hugs, you know? A little safe space. But I wasn't even going to record this video, y'all, because I was just so much in my feelings, but I guess with the state in which I am now will, maybe cause the downloads to come in a little differently because I do feel like um somebody is trying to find comfort in a loss here, whether it be an actual death of a person, whether it be um a loss of a job, a loss of a friend, a loss of whatever, a relationship. And that is very significant too when it comes to the relationship part, because if y'all haven't got a chance to see um Forever on Netflix, I highly recommend you see that. And I didn't know that Regina King was also one of the producers there, so I was like, that's dope. Like, yeah, it was. It's a good ass series, y'all. Somebody name could be Regina, somebody name could be King, or take it how it resonate, y'all. I'm counting everything as an omen as I speak on the downloads I'm getting. All right. So in that movie, right now, the song that I had, it's a lot of endings that I feel like is going on with you guys, and again, it feels like it feels very heavy. Okay, like I said, you can be experiencing both the loss of someone and like you may be feeling as though certain things just outside of grieving that have not been following through, or they, it's like a shakeup. It's like a fucking shakeup happening right now. Okay. um Now in that movie, uh one thing that really stuck out to me was at the end, at the last episode, because throughout the whole 8 episode series, the ending, right, is what really solidified everything. Because if you haven't seen, I'm not gonna say all of it, but she was basically explaining on her graduation day how, you know, sometimes in this lifetime we encounter people um that sometimes we're not going to be with or have in our lives forever. You know, there's an expiration date on everything, including us, you know, and depending on whatever period of time you were in your life and you have came across those people, those places, or those things, it has contributed to you in some way, shape, or form, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, whatever, that has helped you be the person that you currently are. Whether those people are here on this earth or whether they have passed on, you know. And I feel like that's, and I had to, even when I lost Z, I'm trying not to get emotional, y'all, but I resonate with y'all on such a deep level. Because listen, we locked in, collective. Even when I lost Z, it really put things into perspective as far as like the type of connections that I wanted to find myself being around. You know, also, it's like when he passed away, I felt like it really just revealed to me the type of people that I had around me, you know? Um, because ultimately, you want to be around people. There's a difference I'm hearing, like when people put each other together and when God put people together, you know. And oftentimes, like when we make the decision, as far as whatever point in life we were in that causes us to let certain individuals into our life, whether it be platonic or non-platonic, um those are like, I feel like a lot of the connections we put together have lessons in it, as well as the ones that God do. But um I feel like those connections where God bring people together it lasts longer, you know, because they've made so much of an impact on your life to where, like, even if they are not here, just as though, you know, we not gonna see God walking down the street, or if we call on him, it ain't like he about to just appear in our car seat, right? It's like, even with distance, you know, that love is still felt. So it's someone here, imagination came out. It's someone here that cannot stop thinking about you, collective. Like, you cross this person's mind so heavily. Okay. Um it's a lot of downloads for like people that someone has passed over. Because me saying heavily made me think of heavenly. Um Y'all could be thinking about someone heavily that has passed on. But also, when it comes to your energy and this person, it's almost as if this person felt like you were God sent. You know, like you have such an angelic presence or aura about yourself that, you know, it's unforgettable. Okay, I'm hearing that song, Unforgettable. So, imagination, it says, I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Okay. Yeah, y'all definitely could be thinking about somebody that has passed on, because like I feel like that's what kind of like brought me to being so emotional today, is because like, y'all, Z was that person that I would fucking call about everything. Like, you know, it would be idle time, we just on FaceTime, not even like comfortable silence. You know, it was a, you know how you just feel safe at the fact that someone is there. You know, so like to be experiencing other things outside of like friendships that's going on, and you don't have that safe space of a person that you can like confine in, that shit is a whole different type of feeling. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. Let me turn the light back on. It's a different type of feeling because it's like, damn, you know, like you can't even, it's like you can speak to them, you know, if when you feel their presence, but as far as getting an answer back, that be the part that be killing me, because it'd be like, damn, you know. Now with the imagination, it's like somebody I don't know, somebody may feel as though like they lost their drive, they have lost the push that maybe someone was there to give. Okay, and I resonate with that too, because like I said, Z, he was that one. He was I remember when I did not know what I wanted to do, or if I wasn't working towards my goals and my dreams, he'd be like, yeah, Kels, you don't want it. You don't want it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want it. You put the work in and you put the effort towards the things that you want. When you don't, that's kind of like you telling yourself, I don't want it as bad. Like, yeah, I was thinking about it, but I ain't gonna do it. And then you rest in the position of like, yeah, I ain't gonna do it. Instead of being like, I did it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, I don't know why I feel like somebody like wants to reach out to you, or maybe they already have, but somebody wants to reach out to you because it's maybe, I feel like however things are between you and this person, I'm getting it from a love aspect of somebody that's interested in you, and I'm getting it in the sense of like maybe someone that you had to detach yourself from. Okay? With the energy of someone that you detach yourself from, this is like someone feeling as though like they have to put their pride and their ego aside in order to come to you. Because however things has panned out, like they can't stop thinking about it. Like, again, you were that factor in someone's life, or someone was that factor in your life, that really made you feel as though the possibilities are endless when it comes to life and operating in your sense of creativity and your goals and your dreams. So you left a big impact on someone, or someone left a big impact on you, that's causing them to be in their head. Imagination makes me think of the sword suits. So that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Okay, what else is it with that? Also, if someone is emotional, it's kind of like it's somebody could be struggling here with showing some type of emotion. Maybe something has not set in. I'm getting past energy. Like, you know how they say when either ending or breakup, right? You know how they say the woman, she's emotional first, and then she goes out and after a period of time, she gets back to herself and goes out and have fun with her friends and whatnot. And as far as the men's response, this is what they say, right? But everybody is different. So but what is often speculated, I should say, when it comes to those things, when it's the man turn, like with the breakup, it's like they go out, they have their time with their bros and whatever the case may be, and then as that dies down and they're not able to continue to put a band-aid, the band-aid is no longer sticking over the drinks, over the liquor, over the turning up, over the shortcoming of relationships. That's where the hurt starts to come in. That's when the hurt starts to come in. It's not until you can only suppress how you feel so much until that's all you end up feeling, so especially those of you guys that have like lost someone, it's so important, y'all, to find an outlet on how to a healthy outlet, as far as like getting through that period. Because, and y'all want to know what's so crazy? I don't know if I shared this story with y'all. I probably did. So before my best friend Z passed, right, we were getting into our fitness tip. So we would like FaceTime each other while we was at the gym, and make sure we like got our workouts in. That was our way of like checking in and whatnot, right? So we kind of fell off, but then we was like, yeah, we got to get back on our shit or whatever. So it's something here with perception, you know, especially when processing losses. Is how you look at something really is what helps you move. It contributes to how you move forward. Um, so he'll be like, all right, I'm finna go to the bank, right? We refer to the gym as the bank because everybody likes going to the bank. That's where the money is at. You know what I'm saying? You put whatever it is that you put in, you want to always make sure that you're going to be able to take something out. Okay? So we looked at it as that. And we're going to move on, collective. We're going to move on. But anywho, okay? Because sometimes it'd be a little bit hard to talk about it. And that, again, I feel like that's just goes to how somebody feels about you. Because it's like, the thing is, when someone passes on, we have no choice but there isn't anything we can do to go around the fact that, like, we can't communicate with them. You know what I'm saying? We can't pick up the phone and call them. But the effect in which you have on someone is the fact that they can, but they can't, or they won't, or they didn't. You know? That's a whole nother type of pain, because that person is still walking this earth just as you are. But it's like, however, it's making me think of the other song download that I had got for this reading was July by Jhené Aiko, and I think that's either Drake or J. Cole. Is one of them. No, it's Drake. The other song was Sparks Will Fly by Jhené Aiko and J. Cole. But in that July song, something significant could be happening in July. That could be an anniversary or something of that sort. But Drake has said, he said the hottest, basically, like, how did he put it? The hottest love has the coldest endings. You know, it's like when you meet somebody and they bring so much passion, so much spark, so much, you know, they kind of just light and warm your whole life up just by, you know, this person simply being there. And then when those things come to an end, when that expiration date comes, you know, it is definitely felt. It is definitely felt. And I feel like that's your purpose of coming across certain individuals that you may have had to separate yourself with. Is because that coldness, right? That coldness is what someone needed to feel in order to make better changes about themselves, how they treat people. Because it's like, I don't know if Big G done gave this person warnings before, but it wasn't until you came into the picture, okay? Also, I get a running type of energy as well. I don't know why I'm hearing that song. You remind me of a girl that I once knew. See your face whenever I look at you. You wouldn't believe all of the things she put me through. This is why I just... It's so crazy though, because it's like whoever this person is, I feel like this could be like a past ex or something. You remind them of, or somebody reminds someone of someone. And I feel like that's why it's hard for someone here to either settle down with someone or take it serious, because it's probably still some type of healing that needs to take place in regards to that. Or this could be like, whether this your energy or this past ex energy, like not dating someone who has like the same name, anything that, with the imagination here, anything that reminds them of you or anything that reminds you of them, I feel like there's an avoidance here. Okay, when it comes to those type of things. So like if this person, if somebody's smell reminds you of someone, it's like, yeah, no. If your name, your eyes, I don't know, it's something like that. Somebody's like, I don't. I also got this energy too. It could be somebody that you again separate yourself with. I don't think you're beefing with this person, but the coldness that they feel, it to them, I guess it feels like it's beef. Cause I'm getting that Cardi B when she was like, if you beef with me, when you beef with me, we beef forever. Okay. So it's no coming back as far as like whoever that energy is. They just gonna have to be left with having you as a figment of their imagination at this point. Okay? Yeah, humor. Listen, collective, somebody really is thinking, okay, I see this from both ends. For the ones that have lost someone, what's really going to help you get through this period of time is remembering the good times. Okay? The times y'all used to laugh and joke, because sometimes we can get so wrapped up on the pain and the hurt of that person no longer being here. But the ways in which, and when you feed into that type of energy, it often leads to like depression, and it alters your emotions in ways that you just don't want to sit in. But when you alchemize that energy and you change the perception on how you view that person no longer being here, it feeds it in a way that gives gratitude for even being able to be blessed with their presence, with their insight, with the things that nobody else was gonna ever make you laugh at certain shit for, or and on the opposite end, for the person that may still be here that does not have a certain access to you, I feel like that person also is thinking about the good times, the times that y'all laughed and joked. And this person could be like you've been on this person's their mind heavily. Also, whenever you get something in your spirit to hit someone up, see how they doing or whatever, do that. Because I say that because even as we speak of endings, right? I remember before my brother had passed away, I was looking at something, but she was just speaking on the same thing, like reaching out to someone. Loneliness comes out. I'm gonna get into that in a minute. Because you just never know, right? So I was like, and I reached out to my brother. We were talking. We were patching up some things in regards to our relationship, and I'm so thankful, like, that I had even came across what I was looking at in order for that to even be, for it to sit in my spirit a certain way that led me to act on it. That's why it's so, like, collective, your purpose, you never know how your purpose is helping the next person. So with imagination here, like, somebody here could, especially with me seeing humor, somebody can be into comedy, or like, what do they call it? Why am I having a brain fart right now? But you ever been sad and you was like, man, I need to watch something funny? You know what I'm saying? I need to alchemize this shit. I need to watch something that's going to get me out of this mood. Understand that for that to be someone's go-to to get out of whatever rut or position they may be feeling, it is because there are people out here that have the gift of making people laugh, that have the gift of, putting things into a different perspective. Even if they were to speak on those things that may hurt, you never know the way in which you do it, and you find that silver lining of humor in it as far as how it can help someone. Okay? Because loneliness, it says, I know that I am never alone. I'm so happy that this card came out, because, like, I needed that. As much as I'm pretty sure y'all do too. Okay? Because when you lose someone, and you connected with them on a certain level, whether that person be here or not, sometimes it's like someone here feels as though they found them a them in this lifetime. Someone feels like they found them a them, like a them in probably a different in a different body, in a different gender or whatever. But like somebody is like, man, like I done found me a me. And if you have lost that person in which you felt like you found it, you in a you, that it could be that sense of loneliness here. Again, whether the person is here or not. Somebody really misses like laughing, joking, shooting the shit with someone here. Cause I know when I be thinking about Z, like we used to always talk shit. That was like our that was our friendship language, okay? It was never rude. You know how people joke and it be low-key shade, like that's really how a motherfucker really be feeling, but they be trying to kiki ha ha. No, that's how you feel. But no, the way in which we talk shit, it was very playful. It was like, I'm not gonna say no shit that's gonna, intentionally try and trigger you or make you feel a certain type of way, if he would have seen how I was crying earlier, he probably would have been like, damn nigga, you over here looking like Viola Davis and shit. The fuck going on? God, that's goddamn snot in your nose and shit. Oh my God, man. Somebody really misses your presence and your energy, collective. You really have a way of like switching someone's whole mood. Like they can be thinking about the worst, and then with you coming around, your energy just makes them feel like they're not alone. Like y'all resonated in a way. Yeah, it's pretty unexplainable here. And with some people, again, with like that forever energy, oh man, yeah, freedom. You definitely freed yourself from a situation with somebody. It says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Okay. And that's why it's so important, because listen, when it comes to things like death, that's inevitable. Okay. We can't change those things. That's what is promised at the end of our lifetime. Okay. So with freedom, it's like, we are not of possession of anyone. As much as because of how that person had loved us and poured into us and things like that, we are not in possession. And I was just having this conversation earlier. That's crazy, because I was just like, man, like you want to have a bit of selfishness, because it's like, dang, like why did you have to take this person? But what does this say? I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. All right. So there's an energy here also of someone, like, it's so important to pour into yourself, because whether someone is here or not, that sense of happiness should not feel, how can I say that? Anything that anyone chooses to uh, bring into your life should be an additive of whatever it is that you've already cultivated for yourself. You know, having your own sense of thoughts, right? You being very self aware of who you are and what your purpose is. Okay, humor. Some of y'all just know how to make your own self laugh. It ain't like you need people around you. You know, y'all probably really some funny motherfuckers. You just be doing shit and be like, God damn, what the fuck was that about? You know? I feel like because you probably have this energy of making other people, you brighten up other people's day. Um, you are like a hot spot to people. Somebody could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but you're like a hot spot. You know, when people get close to you, they feel connected, they feel charged up. But I feel like a lot of you guys could be freeing yourself from energies that you just felt either very attached to in order to find this sense of happiness, or you detaching yourself from people that relied and was codependent on your happiness to make them happy. All right, it's a lot going on. Fear is here. All right, I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Okay, I'm hearing love. So many people. Possibility that you look at me differently, love. Ever since the first moment I spoke your name. That by you being in my life, things were destined to change. I gotta listen to that shit. I love Musiq Soulchild, y'all. It's something someone sees you or you see someone. But I feel like you see them even despite how they choose to cover themselves. And I say that because you know how like Musiq Soulchild had always wore sunglasses. Okay, somebody could wear glasses, that could be significant here. But you know how Musiq Soulchild always wore glasses. I think it was one day I was really trying to search. I was really trying to search for a picture with Musiq Soulchild without glasses. I can't remember. It was so long ago, but I remember I was searching. I was just like, why? Because it was just a question. It was like, why does he always wear glasses? And I guess it was something with his eye. I gotta do some research to see, y'all. But it's something about like somebody loves you, or this is the type of energy that you held. Like you love people even despite what they deemed as imperfections. And again, like somebody who just loves you for you with imagination, they contribute towards your dreams and your goals, or they push you. You funny as hell with loneliness here. It's like if everybody else was against this type of motherfucker, you will be the one that they call, or you will be the one that will be willing to stick in their corner with them. You the type of person that would not let this person go through what they were going through alone. And it's very reassuring. But like with this freedom energy, I'm telling you, somebody could be like a free spirited. That they always say Sagittarius is like we are free spirited people. It's just the fact that like collective, you have this ability to give that to people, and because I feel like in some ways, however the fuck you did it, you have filled yourself up with so much love. And I just feel like that has everything to do with how you view things in life, and not allowing those things that may happen to us deter us from our true state of form. Wasn't Kendrick Lamar saying we are put on this earth to love? And there's so many encounters and things and peoples and places that we come across that alter that default state within us. So with you having that type of perception on life, someone here is scared because, like, without you being, this is like learning how to ride a bike without the training wheels. Like, you've been here to support and help this person or these people, and you really have a lot of people wondering, like, how you are able to sustain yourself. How are you able to just free yourself from people? I just feel like, because you just know who you are with imagination. Like, you know who you are, and you know the type of love and care and nurturing energy that you bring into people's life. And maybe it took for you to deal with the great amount of people who treated you a certain type of way for you to build yourself up to who you are now. You had to go through a period of loneliness. You had to get comfortable with being by yourself, with people not including you. So, I mean, with people, I just feel like a lot of people ostracized you. With imagination here, you can be somebody that has, like, since a young age, you've always had dreams and goals, and people have seen that you have went towards it. Even with humor here, like, some people may feel as though, laughing at whatever it is that you're doing, because they're like, man, that ain't gonna have you make it in life, and this and that, and without the support of those people that may have laughed at your dreams and your goals, it helped you build character. It helps you build character. And with fear here, it's not that you were never scared. It was just probably being scared, like going against what people have already put out towards you when it came to obtaining those things. But I feel like the minute with freedom here, the minute you freed yourself from the validation, or the okay, I should say, of other people when it came to what the fuck you wanted to do in this life. Because listen, nothing lasts forever. We're not here forever. People feel as though we got all the time in the world, and we don't. And that's something I'm trying to get into my mind as well, as far as like fixing, because I've already made certain routines for myself, but because you don't want to burn yourself out. You always want to listen to your body when it says, hey, you've been putting in a lot of work, we're overheating, we're this and that. Like, listen to your body, but at the same time, when you do have that space and that time to contribute towards something that you want to do in this lifetime, then take advantage of that time, because we may not have it tomorrow. I'm getting the energy too of, like, because I'm hearing that Jaheim song, you better put that woman first. Somebody could have just put everybody else before you. And now, when it comes to the whatever way that you touch this person's heart, when it comes to them needing that, all those people that they put before you and above you are not able to give it to them in the way in which you did. So imagine needing the person that you kept putting last, that you kept putting on the back burner. Somebody really has a fear of like, damn, like, now that this person done freed themselves from me, am I ever going to find somebody that holds the type of character that Collective do? And it's so crazy because, like, watching that movie Forever, I had such a reflective moment because it really did make me think about an old relationship. And, you know, they were in school and whatnot, and it came to when, like, they were talking about colleges and whatnot, right? And I remember experiencing that. Like, and I don't know if that's, I don't know. It was just kind of crazy. I was just like, damn, you know, Mask came out. We're going to talk about it. But I was like, dang. I was like, had I not been so, and we live and we learn, you know, I don't regret anything. I'm grateful that it had brought me to where I'm at now, because, you know, who even knows if I was even going to meet the people that are in my life now or that has passed on and made such a big impact. It was like, you know, so I take gratitude in it. But I was like, dang, I remember being so in love, but I got accepted to so many colleges. And because I was so, and I'm pretty sure he could probably contest on his end too, because he had got accepted to a lot of colleges as well. But I remember that feeling as I was watching a movie. I was like, damn. I was like, I remember this feeling of like feeling as though like loneliness and fear, like I'm never going to find someone that I feel this deeply about, you know, or like putting the colleges that I got accepted to on the back burner for the sake of the relationship. But now, you know, I kind of just laugh at it because I'm just like, man, you know, we were young. You make certain choices and you just never know how your life is going to pan out. You know what I'm saying? But with going, with taking a leap of faith here, right? With fear, it speaks of taking a leap of faith. You never know where it may land you. Life is always about taking risks. Like every step that we take determines our future. Every step, from you getting into the car and you going to go get some gas in your car, you don't know. You know, that's why it's so important to just cherish the people that you have in your life, because, you know, you just never, you never know how one action can change things. You know, so even as I gotten older, it just made me really key in on move with intention. Like, when it just comes to every fucking thing, it has to be intentional, not in a malicious way, but in a way in which you feel like is conducive to where you see your future going. You know? Hey, Specialty. So we got mask energy coming out. It says hiding true feelings, pretending and delude, gaslighting and personify. Oh, God. Somebody has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Okay, with fear here, it's because this person, I don't know, like when they met you or got to know you in some way, imagination instantly. And this person must have thought like, yeah, you tripping, bruh. With humor, this person is like, oh yeah, this is wifey. This is hubby. You know, what does it say? Delusional. It says delude though. It says pretending, gaslighting, but pretending. This person, it's like playhouse. That's what I'm hearing. Remember you were young and, you know, you'd be like, okay, I'm the mama. Okay, you the daddy, you the kid, you know, this for pretend. But nah, this person is like, nah, I really do feel like this about this person. Like, I want to be the daddy, you know. And I want them to be the mama. Okay. But it's something that scares this person because, like, maybe with loneliness, maybe this person been single for a long time, right? They have a sense of freedom, okay? They have a sense of freedom, but maybe it's like them attaching themselves. And I be feeling this way too, because I'm like, damn, man, you know. If I attach myself to anybody else, it gotta be fucking worth it. That's the energy here, because it's like once somebody is all in, they all in. Again, you've learned many lessons with the imagination. Like you dealt with people who weren't truthful to you. You maybe had to find out who these people actually were once this mask came off. So it's a fear, because it's like, damn, you never really know if how someone is presenting themselves to be is how they actually are. That shit is scary nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy because I did see a post earlier. It was like, if you fumble me, like, it's really on you, because it's like y'all show people how y'all are up front, and based off of whatever those individuals went through that has caused their mind to think other than what you are presenting them to. It's like it's really a thin line right there, because motherfuckers will wear a mask and play the game so fucking well. And it's some people that really do show up as their true authentic self, but because we as humans have come across so many fucked up individuals, it's hard to believe it sometimes. But I feel like that also goes into using discernment, you know, listening to your intuition. Your body is always going to indicate to you if something is good or bad for you. You know, it's like that animal instinct, right? So maybe somebody is scared of, like, somebody can come off a little to themselves with loneliness here. Okay, so maybe this person is fearful as far as, like, you know, showing you how much they actually may like you. Okay, twin flame. Ooh, it's fiery between. It is very fiery between you and this person. Okay, yin yang, imbalance, union and duality, complement, polar opposites. Okay, I feel like you're somebody, like, this person can be very. You may think like this person, based off of how their demeanor is, you may think they could be like a little standoffish, but I feel like y'all are alike in a lot of ways. Okay, it's the differences that make you guys complement each other very well. But it's like someone has not truly revealed themselves just yet to you. Okay, but this connection is very intense. That's why they can't stop thinking about you. And the way in which you make them laugh, I feel like this person likes your smile. But you bring balance into their life. Like I said, like, they can be feeling so lonely, so like they don't got nobody. But then, like, when you come around, it's like you bring a fullness. Okay, you bring a fullness into this person's energy, and it's not as though you come in. It's like a free to go type of energy. Free to come, free to go. This person thinks about you deeply. Little do you know, like, they may, with mask here, they may not be showing it, but I feel like their fear too is like, because freedom, you know, you could be single. You can be single out here mingling, collective. So this person again is giving like love at first sight or something like that. Like somebody was imagining the family and all of that with you early on. Am I the drama collector? Because I be the same way. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I wonder how this works. That's so funny. God, it's the lover girl in me, y'all. Because if I'm gonna get into something, I need to see it through. I need to check in with myself. Like, hold on. Do we like how this person treating us? Okay. No? Okay. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I feel like this is a union coming in. Okay. I feel like once you get to experiencing this, you're gonna really be, like, look up to Big G and laugh and be like, I see what you did there. Okay. Because it's like, I just feel like the more you and this person come together, the more y'all interact, you're literally going to be laughing at the sense of like the little details or whatever it is that God knows in your heart that you looked for in the person is going to be exactly how this person interacts. So like it could just be simple things of, once y'all get on that type of time, it's like, oh, good morning, send you the good morning text. Or somebody that as I look at my car, my little tire sign thing is on here still. This could be somebody that asks you about your car, right? And it's so funny I say that because like my dad, he lives in Alabama, but he would still ask me about my car, even if he ain't here physically to even look at it. He'd be like, how your car running? And I'm like, it's good or whatever. This is gonna be somebody that is gonna love on you in a way of like, for my feminine energies, this is like a masculine being like, oh, let me see your car keys. Let me go check your car and make sure your oil is good, your freeze, antifreeze, your tire pressure is cool and everything. Like, there's somebody that's going to care about you in that type of way. Like, it's going to have you really imagining like, oh my God, like I want to spend forever with this person. Like, this person or you don't want to, like, it's like y'all don't see anybody else but y'all. Ooh, it's like y'all could come from two different backgrounds, but it complements very well. All right, death card, yeah. The relationship is over, no second chances. Grow and transform. What's dead is dead. Okay. Yeah, some of you guys could be going through actually losing someone. But like I said earlier, even for the people that you detach yourself from, it feels like that. Like you dead at the situation with them. Because it's like, however these people, it's like these were people that, honestly, collective, I feel like these are people that were using you for your fucking energy. They were not happy within their life, but you was that one friend, that one lover that they can have around to give them the feeling or to get them out of feeling the way in which they felt, but they didn't really take you seriously. They gaslit you. They tried to, when it came to the important things, like showing up for you, being that same type of person for you, oh, they gaslit you. Well, I'm going through this and then. But then want to feed on your energy. These people were pretending to fuck with you, pretending to love you, pretending to care about you. So yes, I understand and I clearly see how it's a fear here, because it's like, damn, for you to be feeling like you was being, what they say on that little meme, if you was being genuine and motherfuckers is being so strategic with you, that's a fucked up feeling. But there was a lesson that needed to be learned here, because with twin flame, it's his polar opposite. On the twin flame journey, it's a lot of forcing that goes on. It's a lot of forcing that goes on, and it may not appear that way initially, right? With mass, because people tend to feel as though however you are, they have to act in a certain way in order to hold a spot in your life. But once time sets in and that mass starts to show, that's where the lessons start to begin. Once you stop looking at things from a potential aspect and from a factual aspect, it causes them shakeups. Because you're battling in your mind with imagination how you really thought this person was versus what they're actually showing you. And it's like, nah, we've been cool for this long. We've been in a relationship for this long. This is just a phase. No, this is how a motherfucker has been. It isn't until that situation happened, until this or whatever happened, until it got revealed to you. I feel like you could have gave these people chance after chance after chance, and now it's like, no, you good. Like, it's kind of like you can just see right through these masks. Like, your discernment has gotten very good, and I feel like a lot of it came from you experiencing whatever that ending of a relationship was. And like I said, the people that we come across, the places and things we experience, it's almost as if it equips us with another form of protection until we go to that next person, place, or thing. It's like, all right, cool. I gained this knowledge from dealing with this type of person, whether it be a good person, whether it be a bad person. So when we go on and we meet other people and we feel other spaces, imagination, that those feelings, those patterns, that we went through with other people, that is remembered. That sometimes may come to the forefront of our mind. It's making me think of my uncle. For some of you guys, if you have lost like a spouse, it reminds me of my uncle. And I used to love going over to their house with him and my auntie. And she was into crafts, right? And she would do like scrapbooks and all type of stuff. So like she used to always give me like all type of stickers and whatnot. And when she had passed away, I was like, dang, I miss her. Like, I miss her energy. Like, I love my auntie, but man. But it's crazy though. My uncle had later remarried, right? And his wife favors her. Even just like her soft energy, like she favors her a lot, even in like kind of how she looks too. I feel like my uncle needed that though, because with how beautiful of a presence my auntie was, like I feel like my uncle needed that. So let's see what's going on with the death card. Partying. That's that energy I was talking about earlier, y'all. Whoever this person was that wore this mask with you, they're in this phase, or somebody here is in a phase of like, yeah, that situation is over. There's no coming back from it. It's like a celebration. It's like, oh, I ain't missing out on shit when it comes to collective. They in that energy. So they can be pretending like your presence is not missed, but it is. It is, okay? Because look, talking came out. It says interested, awaiting messages, text calls, emails, talking more, okay? When it comes to whoever this person is that you ended things with, I feel like it's a lot of people that are asking about you, okay? Or this person cannot be going to parties or things because it's like they ain't gonna have nobody to talk to. Again, you have people that like used you. What the fuck? You really had people that used you. I feel like you were the life of the party with imagination and humor. You could be been someone that always thought of games to play or ways to make people laugh. And you know, if you seen with loneliness, if you seen somebody that was sitting by themselves, you more than likely are the one that's gonna go over to them and be like, hey, you wanna do this? You wanna play this game? It's like you're an all-inclusive ass person. You are an all-inclusive type of person, collective. And with you having that type of energy, it's going to last forever. Even when you are not here, like people are still going to think of you, laugh at the times that you had here, all of that. Like that type of energy. Like it was crazy because like even just speaking of death, right? And maybe you guys, there's a thing where someone needs to speak more of someone. And I know it's uncomfortable because when my brother passed away, it was really hard for me to speak about him, let alone see his pictures, but it's a process, collective. It's a process, and don't feel bad for having to excuse yourself from people, places, or things if you're not ready yet. Don't be afraid to voice it. The right people will understand, because we've all had to deal with it at one point in time. But I was online and I seen it was this woman, and she looked like my grandmother. That was the crazy part. And she was like 70 something. My grandma was, I think, like 74 or something when she had passed away. But that instantly made me think of her, alone from how she favored her, right? And she had this blue dress on, and she was like kind of swaying and showing the dress off. And it made me think of a time, y'all. Me, my mom, all of us, my cousins, we was at her house. And she had all of us come into the living room. See what I mean? It's shit that still make you laugh, It keeps their spirit alive, I feel. And y'all, she done came up into the living room because I used to go with her to swimming. She would do swimming lessons. If it's one thing my grandma had, she had hobbies, okay? She had something to do, right? So I would go with her to swimming class or whatever, and I guess she had got a new bathing suit, so she wanted us all to see. And she came out twirling in this little bathing suit. And the movements that the woman on that reel was making made me think of her, and I just started laughing. It's like nobody else would probably fucking get while I'm laughing, but I did. Like that happens a lot too. Maybe that has been happening to y'all as well. Like somebody will say something, or you'll come across a show or whatever, and then make you think of someone, and y'all just be laughing and be like, "What the hell are you laughing about?" It's like only I will understand. Only me and this. If this person was here, me and them will understand. Oh my God! But somebody's trying to make it seem like they're not bothered. Okay, they're like, I got other friends. It says time with friends, having fun, happily single, living in the moment. All right. Somebody's like, yep, I got other friends. I got other options. I ain't tripping. I'm still turning up. I'm hearing that Tamia song. Still feels like the first time we met and I kissed and I told you I loved you. We still run around like teenagers, even though we both married with kids, and we still talk on the phone forever. Okay. Somebody's still in love with you, okay? But also, this whoever this person is, right? Whoever this person that's seen themselves having a family with you and all of that type of stuff, and thought they was crazy for thinking these things, like, again, they feel as though you are somebody that they are going to, like, be dancing in the living room at fucking 60, 70 years old, still showing each other love. Like, somebody really does see forever with you. Diamonds are forever. Okay, they want to put a ring on it. Collective. All right, so let's see. Yeah, healing heart. You can be somebody that, like, it's like someone here is trying to break somebody's shell. Okay. But you don't know the ways in which you're doing this is helping them heal in a lot of ways, collective. It says healing heartbreak, toxicity, and addiction, abusive relationship, okay? Also, outside of that situation, again, somebody's avoiding doing the healing work. It's like trying to put the Band-Aid, right? And the Band-Aid is partying, is staying busy. It's like you have someone here, you have one energy here that actually knows what they see, and maybe based off of whatever they experienced in the past, it's hard for them to show you that up front. Maybe they're still vetting you out. Death is here. Somebody could be going through something. So, like, but there is another energy here of somebody else, okay? They didn't think that you was going to free yourself from them. They thought that you was just, they seen, just like how the other person is, they seen themselves with you. They see the type of person that you are and this sense of longevity that they can have with you. But with humor, it's given like maybe this was something, somebody could be childish, or you could have grew up with somebody. But with humor, it's kind of like this was seen by everybody, okay? This was seen by everybody. But I feel like there were some key people that could have laughed at someone. It's kind of like laughing because somebody is like a little pussy whipped or something. You know what I'm saying? Like putting things into someone's mind. But I mean, shit, that ended up causing their ass to end up being lonely. Because if you going off the strength of like what your homies is saying or what your homegirls is saying, and they laughing at it and they making joke of it, if you buy into certain shit like that, unknowingly or knowingly, you end up treating the person that you care about a certain way, so you can continue to wear this mask that don't fit you. All for the sake of your homies or your friends or their homies or whatever. Somebody here let so many people trick them out they spot with you. Is crazy. Instead of being like, yep, I love my girl, yep, I love my dude, y'all can laugh all y'all want to, but who you gonna be with? Who, you ain't got nobody to love you? Nah, they got tricked out they spot. Is like, maybe when it came to partying and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, man, you got two different energies here. This other energy is, if they get invited to certain places where they know it's not going to be a good environment or a good setting, whatever. This is somebody who's not afraid to be like, I'm gonna stay home with my girl. The other energy cared more so about people laughing at them because they are staying inside. And again, it tricked them out their spot when it came to you because they started to treat you a certain way. I definitely feel like this could be like young energy because, you don't really know some. With the imagination, it's given like when we were kids, right? And the teacher asked, like, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a doctor and this and that. And the thought of it sounds so good, right? Until we get older and we look at the facts and what all is going to take in order to get there. Some people get discouraged off of the journey. Some people hold on to how that has made you feel at a young age, and despite whatever it takes to get there, you know that that's something that you want. Perception. So somebody, whoever the energy is that sees themselves actually really being with you, it could have taken a loss. Maybe they had to detach themselves from someone. Maybe they went through an actual death that put things into perspection. Why I can't? Y'all want to know who I feel like? Y'all know that dude Snoop Dogg had posted on his page when he was talking. I forgot what word he was trying to say, but that word was eating his ass up. I was like, that's how I feel right now with perception. I'm like, damn, this makes me feel like it ain't even the word no more. Okay, but you have such a healing energy, collective. Hmm. Somebody's very fond of you. And this in such a sweet way. Like it's very hard for me to put it into words. It's like however this person was operating before, had it not been for this loss here, um it's almost like they wouldn't know if they would be viewing this connection or whatever in this way. Maybe this is somebody that did like to party, like to go out, have fun, and they had their options, whatever the case may be. In a period of grieving, though, those environments is not where they're at. So the typical girl that's hitting them up, or the typical guy that's hitting them up and be like, "Hey, you want to come here? You want to go there?" They're not. They're absent there because they're going through something. So whatever it is that's helping someone heal their heart is where they're at. It's making me think like right person, wrong time. Possibly when they came across you, it's like, man, this is really the right type person I want to be with, but this is the wrong time. Like it's all this shit going on. they're healing. This is like somebody like really healing, but then love comes and knocks on the door, and it's like, oh shit, I wasn't even dressed. You know, like, damn. Some of y'all could have met this person. You know how they say, like, when you dress up or whatever, you hardly be meeting or seeing somebody, but as soon as you look bummy as hell, now all motherfuckers wanna. That one day you didn't think to really put too much effort into your look. That's when everybody wants to fucking see you. With humor here, that's probably why somebody here could be laughing at the situation. You know what I'm saying? You was like, I wasn't even looking my best, and you still caught something. Okay? Grounding. It says stability and security, performance, growth, and endurance. Okay? So yeah, somebody is definitely not in the scene right now. But like I said, had this situation, this ending or whatever not have happened, they would not have been at the place at the time in order to come across you. On the real. I was laughing the other day because I was like, damn, I feel like all I do is fucking wash workout clothes. Bro. I was like, damn, I got a closet full of clothes. And I just keep repeatedly washing workout clothes. And I said, this is just a reflection of how my damn schedule goes. You know what I'm saying? I wake up, go to the gym, come home, do some work with my fashion or whatever, or I'm constantly, I'm moving around. But with grounding, and it's also because I was just also thinking too, I was like, man, I have not been going out. Like, I haven't had a reason to wear the clothes anywhere. Unless it's like a family event or something. I'm like, all right, cool, I'll dress up and do that. But outside of that, it's strictly like I work out, come home, chill clothes, whatnot. But that's a reflection of what? Like death, me grieving. Like after losing two friends back to back, by me like giving that ode to my best friend as far as getting back onto my fitness tip, even though he's not here, it was like I gotta lock in with myself. So that's where I'm mainly at throughout the week. I ain't hit a happy hour and I don't know how long. I think the last time I went out was for my niece's birthday, and that was smart. Yeah. Yeah. Other than that, I'll be doing like my little solo shit. I'll be going, grabbing something to eat, probably come back home or go, what, grounding, right? Yeah. Go somewhere, put your feet in the grass. A nice little view, something brings you back to earth. All right, so maybe that's what you guys have been doing when it comes to healing your heart. Surrounding yourself around nature. And not just a bottle or this or that. You know, just really taking it in as how precious life is. I feel you, because you want to fill yourself up with healthy coping type of mechanisms. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, going out, putting your feet in the grass, that ain't harming you. That's help charging you up in the midst of the chaos and conflict. But once you turn to other things, not saying that it's not cool to, you can't do it. Moderation is key with everything, right? But when you engulf yourself in those, in the downfall of those things, there are side effects. You know what I'm saying? When you turn to a bottle, when you turn to this, when you turn to that. yeah, it may be temporary, but as far as the long-term effect, it can lead to things that are permanent forever. And at that point, you can't undo it. You know, it could be something that can lead to take you out of here, or it could be, you know, something that would be a constant reminder of a way in which you chose to deal with something. So whenever you feel like your head is in the clouds, collective, ground yourself. Ground yourself, okay? Engagement ring. I fucking told you, whoever this person is, child, they was thinking about you walking down the guy. So they look, when you walk up to them, they see you in a white dress, tuxedo. Girl, let's just marry, meet me at the altar in your white dress. Okay. We got the snake energy. It says competition and enemy. The other woman look over your shoulder. Okay. Somebody. Okay. So when it comes to that situation, somebody really cut things off with someone, but the hell? I was recently on Instagram, you know. This is what this energy makes me think of. It was like this dude, he was talking about like how from his perspective, right? That word gonna fuck me up tonight. But he was like, ain't nothing more cooler than like being locked in with one woman, right? He was basically saying like, you know, you just switch the game up one day. He was like, you could be talking to somebody 2 weeks ago, and you could have been telling them like, oh yeah, like I ain't really looking for no relationship or anything like that, whatever. And then boom, meet somebody else, and then you pop out in a relationship, and then motherfuckers be like, what the fuck happened? It's giving that. It's giving like somebody telling somebody like a month ago or whatever, like, yeah, I ain't really looking for nothing. And then they come across you, and then that very next month, they're like, I'm engaged, John. Somebody is like, what the fuck? You just told me. Oh my God. Because like it's gonna bring competition. Okay? Like there's somebody that's interested in you, but you're already connected to someone. It's like a cock blocking type of energy. Because with look over your shoulder, like in this mask energy, somebody feels as though like they can't truthfully operate in a way that shows you how much they care about you, because it's another fucking individual around that they probably had to disconnect from. And for whatever those reasons are, it will feel too much of a slap in the face for them to see you like for the other energy to see them like in somebody else's face. I don't know. Y'all be laughing, joking, kikiing, or whatever, it leaving somebody else feel lonely. Because again, like it's no somebody dead at the situation with someone. What is this reminding me of? That remember that movie, what was it? Love Don't Cost a Thing? with Christina Milian and Nick Cannon, when he was like talking to the other girl, but he kind of made like Christina feel away. I don't know, something like that. Somebody, I feel like that's more so the whoever is trying to be like a cock blocker. Okay. Somebody like, that's my D. I don't know, collector. But this person really do see themselves having a higher level of commitment with you. It's just something about you, okay? What's this engagement ring? Yeah, blowing kisses. Unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection returned. Okay? Oh, I hear the alarms. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it made me think of that song. Ring the alarm. And I'll be damned if I see another picture of your arm. Oh, God. This. Who the fuck is this other energy that feel a way about y'all connection? I'm hearing forever, my lady. Okay, somebody could be a gentleman. Somebody could be from the South, because don't they call the girls ladies? They be like, my lady, or my something. It could be, somebody could be from down South. Or this is a very respectable person. That's probably why they have to wear this mask, because, like, again, they don't want to offend anybody, but at the same time, because of the type of person that you are, collective, you're very loving, affectionate, and things like that. They're not going to disregard you. This is what they actually love about you. Like, this person has, when Bugs Bunny has the hard eyes when he sees Lola, that is how this person feels about it. Evident that, look at that poker face. Yeah. It says taking a chance, risk and options, not showing hand, gambling. That's how they be feeling internally. Them hard eyes be, yeah. But again, they have to have this poker face. Poker face, poker face. Okay, somebody could like, what's that, Lady Gaga? They can't show how fucking interested that they are in you, and how much they really do see you as like wifey or hubby material. Because it will just, I don't know. What's up with that poker face energy? It's shown. Like, I feel like you and this person are somebody that like laughs, jokes, imagination. It's like somebody is like, what are they talking about? What are they? You got people that's all in y'all business. Like, I don't know. That shit crazy. Karmic relationship. Yep. And what I asked, I said, what's the deal with that other energy? Resentments and triggers, perception, okay? And intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting, okay? I feel like this is somebody who was very codependent on this person's energy. You and this person have the same type of energy. You guys are very full. You guys probably went through a period of time of again of like going through loneliness and just knowing how to be comfortable by yourself. It's like you don't need another energy in order to make you happy, in order to, find humor in things. Like, you are your own generator. The other person that this other energy dealt with relied on other people to make them feel validated. They had so many triggers within themselves that how they perceive things was based off of their own hurt. And this is probably why the fear is here again. Because to be so true, so to be so genuine and all in and wanting to really show someone how you care about them may not always be received with the intention that you may want it to, based off of whatever they've been through. Sometimes it's hard for people to just realize that it is motherfuckers out here that actually do love and care about you. But it's with this energy though, it's like a sense of possessiveness. This is somebody, like, when they get into a relationship with somebody, they don't want them laughing, joking, kikiing, or anything in anybody else's face. No, you only need to be a gentleman to me. You only need to be a sweetheart to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but that's just who you are as a person. That's what got this other energy attracted to the person, to you, or your person. It was that very same nature that got them attracted. But once they got a hold of it, with triggers, the insecurity started to show here. And with masks, because somebody did not want to show someone their insecurities, they could have pretended like they didn't care. But it's like, this is like somebody like, what's wrong with you? Nothing. But you could tell, even on the series of Forever, when they came back from, what was it, prom night or something like that, and he had a conversation with her, and you can instantly see in her face that it made her feel a certain type of way, right? So they go back to the room, instantly distance. But you ask the motherfucker, what's wrong? Nothing. Grab the phone, in the face, disregarding. Clearly something is the matter. But it's that childish energy, like not wanting to address the elephant in the room. Someone who is truly secure with whoever it is that they with, and all you can do is set the tone on how you expect to be treated. How the other person chooses to go about that, it is literally on them. Shouldn't change you as a person. You already laid down, your standards and your boundaries. But with this other energy, like, everything is very offensive. Now, you can get the right person, man. You can really get the right person. But that wrong time is like someone not really fully healing from what they've been through, because they so used to partying and doing this and going out and not looking at those parts of themselves, when that you could have spent that time doing the work. So when that person does come, it's like, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Sometimes with loneliness, in moments of solitude, we are able to really depict where certain characteristic traits and ways about ourselves stem from. But if we're so used to filling our time and our space with things that does not allow us to look at ourselves, all it does is suppresses it. It does not actually tend to it. It's like pushing something back. And then the motherfucking deadline come, or that assignment is due, and it's too late for extra credit. The test is today. You have all this time to study, and you waited till a couple hours to get some studying in. But those be lessons. Those be lessons, because sometimes, Big G would bring people into our life in order to test us. How well have you done the work on yourself? How well have you done it? Are you done? You know? When you were younger and your parents asked you to do something, be like, okay, so you done? Are you sure? And them asking you questions like that, you know damn well you ain't. You like, shit, maybe not. Let me go back and check and see. I'm gonna just ask you one more time. You know what I'm saying? But whatever that relationship was with that other energy of your person or with you, definitely karmic. Okay. Somebody really got the hard eyes for you. What is going on? Yeah, look at that. Date came out. Somebody likes your eyes for me to keep saying that. It says, get back out there, meeting someone new, setting a date online. Okay. Somebody wants to go somewhere where it's just y'all. So they don't have to feel as though like they have to look over their fucking shoulder. And somebody wants your undivided attention. Okay. Some of y'all may like to drink wine. Phoenix. Okay. It says new phase and rekindle, renew and growth, changed mind, rise from ashes. I'm telling y'all, somebody's name could be Whitney. I just keep laughing because like this. You know that video of Whitney doing that interview with that lady, and she was like, I changed my mind. Whoever that karmic relationship was that was attached to either you or your person, you could have really after that been like, yeah, I'm cool. Like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done with relationships. I'm over it. And then hear your ass come in, they like, I changed my mind. Hey, that's crazy. Big G would come in right in the midst, like, because somebody here could have been partying, looking for it, right? And what they say, it always comes when you're not looking. Right when you think you over it, you done. And then that's that energy again of like, are you sure? Are you sure? Because after that last situation, you was ready to throw in the towel when it came to love, friendship, job, whatever the case may be. But, if you don't want this person, somebody else will. Because either you're a good catch or this person is also a good catch. So take it how it resonates. Somebody's name could be Phoenix. Okay? But something good comes from this collective. And again, this is going to be an impact that is going to last forever. Like relationships, connections, sometimes those don't always last forever, but it's like the impact that people leave within their lifetime on how it affected you or other people. That type of shit lasts forever. Memories, how you make people feel. And that goes to like that situation of the people you had to detach yourself from. When that sets into some people, as far as like they'll never find another you, that's what makes us all our unique individual selves. Like, even for this other energy that this person was connected to, that was karmic, like, Somebody was very graceful with someone. You know, like graceful and like spared someone of how they maybe have truly felt in regard to how someone unhealed heart was treating them. So it just shows that this is a really sweet person. Because even words or ways and that they be thinking that they want to say, they don't. But I don't feel like that was reciprocated on the other end with the other energy. It's kind of like taking someone for granted, as if they shit don't stink. Because this person's energy or your energy is like, I don't have to be here. I don't mind being here. You know, but if this is going to affect what I have taken the time to heal within myself, if your unhealed heart is going to hurt my healing heart, then we can't coexist. It's a difference if we rocking together and we can heal together, because you have a sense of a knowing of how things affect us. Selflessness, right? But if you're gonna come over here and hurt me just because it's like someone carrying something well, and because you carry it well, the one that doesn't kind of like looks at you as a lick. Like, misery loves company here is what I'm saying, okay? So yeah, cut down. It says cutting out, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. Yeah, somebody is like, well, I'd just rather just not talk to you. Because it's like by talking to someone, it's putting them in a mental space that they're trying to heal from. It's like you can't, it's an energy of like you can't heal where you were hurt at. I don't know which way that you and these people or this person coexist, but it's somebody here that just really wants to have some alone time with you, like outside of whatever environment, job, whatever that is, okay? Like with blowing kisses, somebody is they tired of having this feeling from afar, like they want it up close. Up close and personal. You're a very giving person, and they are too. And maybe it's hard for both of y'all to receive it. But it's kind of like y'all notice this in one another. Okay? You're a very giving person, and then like say you do something to give back to this person, you see that it's a little pushback with it, and vice versa. I feel like that's going to reveal this mask that someone here is wearing, and I feel like that's going to help alleviate the fear as well, because y'all going to resonate with each other on a heart level when y'all notice certain things like that. So this is like somebody doing something sweet for you, right? And because of the type of heart that you have, you just can't let it sit like that. So you like, I got to do something sweet back for this person. I got to do something sweet back. You know, like even if you do receive it, it's hard for you to just leave it there. Like you, again, appreciation. It's because like you have to let someone, it's like you letting them know that you love them unconditionally, right? Not just under the conditions of you giving me something. And it makes me think of the series Forever again, when they had went shopping, right? And he was like, you can get whatever you want. And she was like, what? No. So she had picked up this sweater and she was like, oh, this is nice. And then she instantly seen like this bag that she was like, oh my God, I like this one too. He was like, you can get both of them. She was like, no. And she ended up just getting the bag, right? And so they had went to the movies. I'm sorry if I'm spilling it for y'all. You should have watched it. We ain't got forever. God damn. Trust me, I low-key want to watch it again. That's how good it was. So, but after that, they had went to the movies, and they was kissing or whatever, and like she low-key like went down on him or whatever, but he thought like she was doing that to let him know that she really liked him, but he had asked her a question that triggered her, right? I feel like that's what that other snake energy, the karmic relationship someone dealt with. Someone's niceness is a trigger for someone. It's like somebody is so used to being treated so poorly to where when you are nice to them, that triggers them. And I've discovered that too, like in the sense of just knowing that triggering does not always have to be from when something negative happens to you. Some people get triggered by you being nice to them. I remember I was talking to this guy and he was so adamant on wanting to know what triggers me, what, like, not in a way to where like you really genuinely want to know, in a way to where it was like, because I remember him asking me, what makes you mad? I'm like, oh, you want to know my button as far as what pisses me off, because I'm hard to read. People crazy. But even if you are good to someone, that still triggers them, because it's like almost like, what is wrong with you? Why aren't you abusing me? Why aren't you being toxic towards me? Why? It's like, why do you want me to? Again, that's something that somebody has to work on healing with healing hearts. When people find comfort in pain and chaos, when it's not there, they don't know how to act. When they feel like you are not in the energy of doing the whole matching energy of being rude and disregarding that you don't care. Hey, Tyler. I didn't even know you popped in. Hey, Tyler. Like, there's a difference from being nonchalant when you putting in the effort and the motherfucker is intentionally showing you that they don't give a fuck about the effort that you're putting in, versus you being someone that is working on healing and just not willing to put up with bullshit from somebody who fails to heal the parts in their heart that even started the shit in the first place. All right, so Cupid's heart came out. It says, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation, struck by love. I'm telling you, right when you was finna throw it in the towel, Big G was like, surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Okay, this is like your birthday outfit coming right before you go to that event. You like, damn, I don't know, y'all. I don't know if it's gonna come. It says it's out for delivery. I got like 6 hours until this event, and I'm gonna have to try and find another backup plan. Something like that could have happened to y'all. Okay, that package got delivered right on time. All right, and poker face keep coming out. This person happy as fuck at the fact that, like, oh God, this person. You make them feel really giddy inside, okay? They are extremely happy at the fact that someone like you have crossed their path. Okay, but I don't know if there's other energies around y'all because this poker face keep coming out. But shit, they ready to risk it all. They're like, I don't give a fuck who watching. Ah! What's this poker face about? Hold on, because it's the second time it done came out. Somebody is like, I'm not about to let other person, I'm not going to let someone else block my sense of happiness. Like, somebody feels like with humor here, again, it's that energy of like whoever else they dealt with is like, well, I don't want you smiling and kikiing, joking with anybody else but me. Like, you got a motherfucking feeling, this person have them feeling as though like, I don't know, that shit is weird. Like, you in the energetic jail around their ass. Like, god damn. If anything, all that shit gonna do is make them wanna do exactly what you keep telling them they can't do. But somebody is like, oh my god, somebody really don't care. They're getting to a point to where they don't care. They willing to take a chance, take a risk. What's this poker face? Somebody can like it to gamble. Ship, okay. Cutting ties, moving on. Receive what you need, progression and arriving, okay. Whatever ship that this person was on with someone else was not taking them anywhere, at least where they wanted to go. You really are a giving person, because even on here it says receive what you need. Like, you were exactly what this person needed in this moment in life. Like, you're exactly what they needed or what they need, and they recognize that. So with whoever it is that they gotta have this poker face with you for, best believe they couldn't ties with them. Best believe they couldn't ties with them. This is somebody, they don't want to pretend. They're tired of wearing this mask as if like they don't care about you the way that they do. And they really fucking do. They care a lot about you. I mean, engagement ring, like, this is somebody that's like, yeah, this is my end all be all. Like, I done found the person that I feel like I would want to spend the rest of this lifetime with. Damn, collective. When I tell you they for sure locked in. This is so cute. I almost want to end this reading. Like, somebody may feel like that with you. Seduction come out. I'm hearing sensual seduction. Okay. It says attraction, teasing, hooking up, and date, third party temptation. Okay, so the reason why this other energy may be so much on them is because, I don't know, maybe the way in which they laid it down on them. Yeah, but the thing is, with that situation, sex wasn't enough to keep someone. But they're definitely attracted to you, okay? Like, I don't know, it could be a bit of teasing energy going on. There's a lot of characteristics to you outside of that, though, that this person likes, especially for them to see you as marriage material. Okay? But they definitely want to take that ass on a date and do some other things with that ass. All right, so healthy choices. It says self-love and self-care, being happier, love, and life. So yeah, man. I don't know why I feel like y'all are gonna be this type of couple to where y'all put each other on to good things. There's a great sense of understanding here. It's not too much of seriousness with humor. It's like even with endings, you guys still find a sense of something to laugh about. Um, Somebody could be putting you on because I see with healthy choices, I see all this lettuce and stuff like that. Somebody could be also putting you on to like eating better. This is such a wholesome type of love. Like I can I don't know why this is making me think of my auntie and my uncle. And I recently just seen them too, but I didn't get a chance to say hi to them because we were at this event. I was like, dang. But I forgot what her husband's name is. Her name was Veronica though. Somebody's name could be Veronica. But I remember when we used to hang with her, like she was the first person that took us to go hiking at the to go see the Hollywood sign. And I think afterwards we went to the grocery store. We had got a whole bunch of like health nuts type of stuff. um a trampoline could be significant here. I don't know. We used to jump on at our house. It used to be fun though. But the dynamic of her and my uncle, like, um, it gives this. Like they've been together again since I was like young. So to still see them together, um, till this day, and I'm 31. I love to see that. Like they always they always felt like love. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you may not remember what people may say to you, but you always are going to remember how like someone made them feel. So every time I think of them, I always think of love. Like it was fun over there. You got a lot of people thinking about you, collective, and how like they really played themselves out of your life. Like imagine me thinking of my aunt or uncle, or I did something that was like crazy to where I couldn't see them or go over to their house anymore or whatever. Like you just stuck with the good memories. Like I'd be like, dang man. Like you would feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Like you would feel bad because you know you did some shit to where like you no longer have access to that love. Just like with this karmic relationship, either you or your person dealt with, it was like you were so genuine, so caring, and so loving. It's like you should have fucked with me when the going was good. Because the chances of this other energy getting that version of you, oh, that's over. Because somebody already revealed their true self. So it's like, dang, here I am again being genuine, and your ass is not even who you say you are. It's a cold game. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Okay. The chaser, fear of abandonment, chasing, codependency. Yeah, I'm telling you, that karmic situation. Soon as that ship has sailed, soon as someone did something that triggered this person and the boundary was established or whatnot, something was established, space, somebody got to really seeing somebody's character as they chased for them. It just shows like a lack of what somebody has within as to why they are chasing for that, whatever that specific thing is. I think you and your person has experienced this, and y'all really do have a fear of letting someone in again, because like it really is a thin line with everything nowadays. Cause yeah, you're gonna with chaser energy, like yeah, you're gonna fight for you're gonna want to fight for what you want, like who you love, but not at the expense of it causing you to backtrack in those ways in which you healed from. You know what I'm saying? If you did something on your end and you know it was something that you needed to fix or recover, instead of having that nonchalant energy, yeah, you're going to want to chase and you want to fight for it in order to prove to someone that, hey, I'm trying to make these changes or whatnot. But if you know you're a good person and you don't have any ill intent and you're moving in a way that is trying to show someone, hey, I'm here, hey, this is how I feel, and by those ways triggering them in a way in which you probably don't know, and it's not being voiced, it's like, where are we getting? Where are we getting at here? You won't know what to fix unless you know the shit is broken. But if a motherfucker ain't explaining, hey, I'm a little broken in this area, instead of trying to intentionally try to make a motherfucker feel a certain type of way, that type of shit is unfair. It's unfair. Yeah, because old school is at the bottom of the deck. Somebody just has an old school way of approaching things. Okay? This whole runner chaser dynamic, somebody's just not into that type of shit anymore. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. That's where that fear come in at, because it's like, well, shit, motherfucker, I've been through this shit already, and you are starting to show me the ways in which other people I've dealt with that I have healed or grown from. So absolutely not. Somebody really wants, like, and I feel you, collective. Somebody really wants like that old school type of love. Like, let's go take a walk at the park. Like, let's go watch the sunset. Let's go have a damn picnic. I don't know, something. It's like, somebody it's just focusing on really having a sense of intimacy with someone, not the intimacy being just, in the bedroom, but like spending time with each other, doing hobbies together. Somebody wants like a lover and a best friend, whoever this person is, and they feel like they have that with you, especially with humor coming out. Like, not only are you going to be able to kiki and shoot the shit with them, but you're going to laugh them right out of them draws too, collect. You gonna laugh them right out of them Calvin Kleins, okay? Them Victoria's Secrets. Ah! Wait, what card was that? Hold on. We're gonna get some love messages and then we out of here, y'all. Cause it's 11:47. I gotta wake up for the gym in the morning. Look, balance. Ah, it says love is not always about agreeing for just the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges, okay? And I feel like that's how y'all balance each other out, because I feel like y'all are very free or very transparent with how you feel. Just as like you or your person was very transparent with the other energy. It's just, even in the sense of us being transparent, some people, they don't like it. It's like people want you to be real, but then when you be real, you get offended by a motherfucker being real. It's like, well, what do you want? What do you want? That's why somebody felt like they probably had to wear a mask, because somebody, they wasn't ready for another individual to highlight the toxicity or the insecurities within them. Okay. Playfulness. It's real fun between you and this person. Like, y'all, the way that y'all laugh and joke or is very light. Okay. It says laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember love is the greatest healer. Okay. Even with the death card, right? In the midst of endings, even losing, a person, somebody just has a way with their humor that, again, it kind of drags them out of, and that's when somebody really sees you, like, or notices you. Like, as soon as somebody sees that somebody energetically is going in a certain way, it's a time and place for everything as well. I feel like you have a great way of gauging that when it comes to this person. If it comes down to that point to where they do need that level of seriousness, I feel like you give them that, but also in order to help them get out of that, I feel like you also have that duality as far as like bringing the situation to lighter circumstances. Okay. So y'all do balance each other out very, very well. By you being that type of person with them, it makes them be that type of person with you. All right, so it says, let there be closeness between you, but also give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Exactly, like I said earlier, love should not have a sense of possessiveness. Love should not have a sense of possessiveness, because I feel like both of you guys, the reason why y'all balance each other out so well is because freedom is here. Even though you guys are together, like each other, whatever, it's not as though it's like they are not able to still be themselves to other people. Now, with Twin Flame coming out earlier, now the thing that I feel like is going to be a thing between you two is to stand on that. Oh, Lord, it's going to be to stand on that. Just as much as both of you two have this free-spirited type of energy, okay? And in your heart, you know that this person, I'm hearing, I want to be down for what you're going through. I want to be down. I want to be down. Somebody's really down to be down, to be with you through the ups and the downs. Like, but again, the way in which I see this playing out with you guys, based off of how y'all individual energy is, and y'all heart and heart, yeah, y'all know that y'all down for each other, y'all love each other, y'all not going to out here make the other one look crazy, okay? But it's trusting that, because again, because y'all both feel that way towards each other, does not, you're also this loving and nurturing person towards other people too. So just as the opposing energies, when it came to y'all, were triggered in certain ways of you interacting with other people, this is like Big G saying, all right, well, let's see how y'all do with each other. You already dealt with the people that's triggered by how free spirited y'all energies are. Oh Lord, are you ready, collective? I feel like you guys will be fine though, because again, y'all have a great understanding on what y'all want, what y'all will put up with, and the shit that y'all already healed from to get to where you at. But you know, when you really got somebody that loves you, that's locked in like that, you never know how what you think you've healed from is what you have fully healed from. Like the energy earlier, it's like, all right, are you sure you cleaned it up? I mean, because you're telling me you did, but I don't know if I go in there and check. So it's still we're forever learning, collective, even about ourselves. And it takes us to encounter certain people, places, and things to further dig that up. All right. So power. It says you instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away anytime. And yeah, y'all are gonna really be like I'm hearing power couple. Because y'all have this certain type of power within yourself individually. But people are going to know that y'all have a powerful connection based off of how you set certain things into play. It's like, yeah, even though I have this certain type of energy towards other people, where your power lies in is by not giving anybody else the opportunity to even think that they have a leverage over the other person. Whew. This somebody don't play about you. It's like, yeah, I'm laughing, I'm joking with you, you cool, whatever. But yeah, it's a certain line you can't cross with me, because then that's gonna be disrespectful to who I'm with. It's like that. It's like that. Damn. Okay, sure. That's what I'm talking about. They ain't afraid to stiff arm a motherfucker. It's making me think of on Instagram, there's this couple called the Peets, right? And they're so funny, but they've been together since like they were, I think, like high school years and whatnot. And they make content together, and they're so funny. They be chilling, smoking, and all that type of stuff, right? They be doing a whole bunch of high shit. Ah, but they had this one video when it was like me teaching my husband how to basically let other women know that he's married. So like they making up all these funny ass dances and having him repeat it and do them. Oh my god. Y'all, somebody here, if you guys are like opposites, like, so, again, this could be somebody that's like in that sword energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be, but they're a very serious individual. But like you though, it's like you have a way of like you done cracked the code with this person, as far as like making them laugh. I'm telling y'all, like even people in this person's family is gonna be like, how do you what? It's just you have this certain type of power, collective. As much as the power that they have when it comes to you is like making, it's like it's, you can see that this person is very serious about you. So you give off an energy to other people like it's strict over here. It's strict over here. Not in a way of like you can't do anything, but in a way of like you ain't gonna try and do anything towards me that I ain't gonna let be allowed. Okay. So, anywho, transformation is at the bottom of the deck. It says your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Okay. So, be prepared, collective, because some changes are about to happen. And I'm telling you, even like I said, even though this is whatever it is that you endure with this person, whether you guys end up being together the rest of this lifetime, or whether you are with this person for a period of time, the impact will be forever. Okay. The impact will be forever. It will be probably, and that can range from anything. The way in which this person cared about you, the way in which they spoke to you. When we meet certain people in life, it allows, it's kind of like those encounters set the bar for the next, if there is a next. But under the circumstances in which there are, it sets the bar. Whether you dealt with somebody who was, again, very karmic, abusive, whatever, they set the bar for a motherfucker you don't never want to come in contact with. Okay? You meet that one woman that was very loving and caring towards you, take the shirt off their back, that gave you all 50 million chances. She will leave an impact on you when she is no longer there. Okay? So that's why it's so important to very, very much so vet the type of people that you let in your life. Recognize those patterns. Because you can find yourself forever in some shit if you don't start noticing shit. Okay? I love you guys. And I hope you guys had a great day. Y'all really made that's probably why I was supposed to come up on here. Because I was so emotional, y'all. I was really missing my best friend. Because I was like, damn. Like, I talked to God about a lot of things. But being in my best friend, I can't call him. I'm just like, Lord Jesus. What do you do? I'm about to start sewing. And it's 12 o'clock. Shit, I told myself I needed to do that earlier. All right. I'm talking out loud, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all like, Kara, what the fuck you about to do? I'm finna go to sleep, goddammit. I'll handle everything tomorrow. It's out of my control. I love y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Put the bell on so you know your girl is dropping a tea and when it's hot. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace, y'all.